Good morning. I wanted to give you a recap of our session last night. I thought it was super duper amazing. I really appreciate all the shout outs you all gave me on Facebook, and I'm eternally grateful. I just wanted to recap what we went over last night. So, as you're doing your homework, you'll have a resource, okay? So, we started Finesse My Business from launching to leaping, and I am your host, Jenna Finesse Houston. This course examines the techniques for developing a successful enterprise after you have launched. The curriculum has been developed to help you start leaping into a positive cash flow and improving your return on investment. As an entrepreneur, we oftentimes start off wrong and are not sure how to change the course or even recognize what's wrong in the course of our current business model. So we will develop a strategic plan that institutes a solutions-based, problem-solving approach to business. So you will be taught how to measure the realistic demand for your particular product or service, the primary and secondary marketing that you will use to reach your customer and solve their problem. You will learn value propositioning, branding, and pricing. You will understand how to market. You will be taught how to make use of cost-effective, cutting-edge tools and properly use social media. Okay, we'll learn how to quantify the results based on the profits that you generate. This is super intense, but it's well worth it. This course outline includes everything we will cover in class, as well as the homework assignments that you have each week. Feel free to contact me to discuss your progress, get clarity, and even direction. The absolute best way to contact me is via text message. And then there's email. Most times I'm super busy, so I don't really answer my phone. But if it's an emergency, you can call me. So we talked about the harsh reality that 90% of entrepreneurs fail. A smart entrepreneur once said that he would start 10 businesses just to beat the odds, right? Because at least one of them will not fail. But there has to be a simpler way, and we kind of talked about that last night. We talked about the fact that, and thank you, Christian. I saw how you hashtagged it last night. If you fail to plan, you may as well plan to fail. The simple way to ensure success in any type of business is to plan. And 42% of the market, I spelled market wrong. I have to fix that. Lack planning skills. Dave Ramsey said people are in such a hurry to launch their product or business that they seldom look at marketing from a bird's eye view and they don't create a systematic plan. I like that. And then P. Drucker said the aim of marketing is to know and understand the customer so well that your product or services fits them and sells itself. So as an entrepreneur, I don't ever want you to forget that you are a problem solver. And as a problem solver, you know exactly what your client needs and you give it to them. And that's what we're going to learn throughout this course. To give substance to your mission philosophy, we're going to express your goals in concrete terms. So in assessing your business concept, what we did was we looked at all these different mission philosophies. There are 7 of them. But I want you all to focus on being a niche leader, right? So you want to emphasize your actions and support that aim by growing towards your mission philosophy. For most of you in the class last night, I want to challenge you to be a niche leader, the slice of the pie that is carved out to dominate your market by providing a relevant solution. So I need you to do just one thing very well, but choose your mission philosophy and expound on it this week for your homework. Many, if not most successful large companies describe the main goal of their internal planning process as articulating and clarifying their philosophy. The best, most effective mission philosophies are not mere empty words, but principles and objectives that guide all other aspects of the activities that they do in their business. So you have to ask yourself, what do we do? How do we do it? Whom do we do it for? And what value are we bringing? We reviewed both Costco and Bazilla's mission philosophies and understood how the key words expressed there showed what their value propositions were. So now you have to consider what business strategy that you will take on your business from its present situation towards your long-term goals. So develop your goal strategy and give the basis for deciding on the priorities for specific actions of your expenditures of your funds. So you're going to use these particular 7 different growth strategies, and you're going to choose them and identify the goals for your business. When considering your growth strategy and your goals, you're going to answer the questions. How do I want to look 6 months from now, 2 years from now? What do you have to gain and what do you have to lose? You have greater precedence as an entrepreneur when you acknowledge the risk and are willing to be measured against clear-cut objectives in your business. And so by doing so, you will understand that progress takes time and that risks are an inherent part of doing business. Business owners are risk takers. That's the number one thing. You're a risk taker and a problem solver. So as you prepare to take risk and solve problems, we have to understand what that looks like by identifying these goal strategies. So I gave you a sample growth strategy, and that is to complete the Launching the Leaping course by July of 2016. And we went over how these objectives build upon each other and help you to reach that goal. And this is just a sample of what you'll do for your homework. We reviewed a sample industry analysis from IBIS World, and so you'll have a couple moments to go through those slides. We talked about, what percentage of the market was being used for what sector. So we talked about private sector, public sector, individuals, and nonprofits. And we also talked about how in the SWOT analysis, that's in the industry analysis, you can identify the threats and opportunities for your particular industry. Speaking of SWOT analysis, we went over SWOT analysis. We talked about strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. We talked about how strengths and weaknesses are internal factors, the things that you can actually control. And we talked about how opportunities and threats are the external factors, the things that you can't necessarily control, but you can plan for.
Welcome to Wave. We make accounting super easy while also packing our software full of cool features. Let's take a look around. Starting at the top, you'll see the name of your business. That tells you you're in your business profile. By clicking it, you can switch to your personal profile to manage your personal finances. If you add additional businesses to Wave, you can toggle back and forth right here without needing to log in and out each time. Use the icons on the left to navigate between different parts of Wave: transactions, invoices, bills, receipts, advanced accounting features, accounting reports, and payroll. You'll also find a tab for the Wave Pro Network. This is a searchable directory of accounting professionals who specialize in helping small business owners using Wave. For most accounting users, the action happens on the transactions page. Here, you can add your income and expense records in 3 ways. To automate your accounting, click Add a Bank Account. You'll be guided through the steps to securely connect your bank and credit card accounts to Wave. From now on, Wave will automatically import all your transactions so you never have to spend hours typing stuff in manually. What you see in Wave will be a mirror of all the transactions that appear on your bank and credit card statements. You can also upload a bank statement every month or add income and expense items one at a time. Once you've connected a bank account or uploaded a statement, you'll have a list of transactions in front of you. To get your business organized, all you need to do is categorize and verify. Here's what we mean. Select a transaction and pick the category that matches the expense or income item. When everything looks correct, click the Verify checkmark and you're done. For some transactions, you may want or need to record more information. Click Show Details to expand your options. Here you can select the appropriate vendor or customer and record any applicable sales taxes. For even more options, select the arrow at the right-hand side. Split transactions lets you split any transaction into multiple standalone parts, like if you have a single deposit that reflects a payment of multiple invoices. Create Bill Payment or Create Invoice Payment lets you match a transaction to an existing bill or invoice in Wave. Use Move to Personal when you've paid for a personal expense from a business account or deposited personal money into a business account. And Delete, of course, is just delete. Up top, you'll see a few more actions. Use the transfer button when you have two transactions that represent a transfer of money from one of your accounts into another of your accounts. That includes things like making a payment to your credit card from your savings account. Use the merge button when you have two transactions that are really the same thing. Don't let all these options make things more difficult than they need to be. Just remember, categorize and verify. Those actions will take you at least 90% of the way through your accounting. You can do a lot of actions in bulk. For example, select multiple transactions and categorize them in one go. Or verify an entire page of transactions at once. The filters at the top control what you see on your screen. By default, you see all your unverified transactions. In other words, all the transactions that still need your attention. You can change the filters to show just the verified transactions. For example, when you want to browse the transactions you've already organized, or view transactions from just one of your bank accounts. That's it. Remember, categorize and verify will take you 90% of the way to completion. If you ever need help, you can find answers in our FAQs or contact Wave's customer support heroes online at no charge. Wave also offers premium support services, where a Wave specialist or an accounting professional can help you get started on the right foot for a small fee.
So I want to thank you all for coming out and supporting the event last night. I really appreciate your attention, and I do believe that you got a lot out of it. And that was the primary goal. I know you need to digest some of that information because it was a whole lot. But don't forget to do your homework. And that includes identifying the problem you are solving, developing your mission strategy and 4 milestone goals and objectives, and then conducting an industry and SWOT analysis, and then lastly, signing up for Wave. Next week, we will be discussing identifying your niche, solving their problem, right? Developing your marketing plan and sales strategy, and conducting a competitive analysis to understand if there are opportunities to collaborate with your competitors or if you just want to eliminate them as a factor, right? You're more than welcome to invite a friend. For every friend that you invite, you'll get 25% off your following class. So yes, Christian, you'll get 25% for both Kyla and Kiki. So thank you all for your attention. I am so looking forward to next week, and I hope you are too. Thank you.